But let's start with the game. It is Belief versus Bany. Belief with a yellow undead here, and Bany as the red night elf, and he is playing that warden.
Yeah, denying the first experience there from the underplay. He was actually coiling that creep, but the Shadow Strike hits a little bit faster. Now the detonate on the skeleton. Is he succeeding? Yes, one skeleton is gone. Warden already level 2. And we don't see a tech yet from Belief. Is he going for the pressure?
Really interesting. Maybe it's just late. He just sends all the ghouls back. Maybe he has the lumber to tech now and wants to do some pressure in between. Bany is super low on lumber here as well. Nice deny with the ghoul. And now we have a group of 5 to pressure the Night Elf a bit. This is the second semi-final in this group B. That means who wins this best of 3 will meet with Lucifer. The loser will drop down and fight free to stay alive in the tournament here. And the winner of Lucifer and his opponent will, of course, advance to the quarter-final. Big heal potion already for the Warden.
Yeah, great item to have, especially in the earlier stages where you kind of tend to get surrounded or pressured a lot by that ghouls. And yeah, Belief is kind of famous from my perspective. He's kind of famous for this early pressure. He really likes his ghouls. He likes to be very aggressive earlier on. Tries to put a lot of pressure on his opponent. Bany on the other side, he's kind of famous for his kind of passive playstyle where he wants to get the levels first before he's kind of active on the map. And so far, for both of the players, it's kind of playing out good. Because the ward level 2 is kind of something that you can prevent. On the other side, the DK level 1, not that great, but now he gets the sentry wards from that High Priest, which is great, and he spots the Ancient of War already being attacked by the mercenary camp creeps.
This is a big opportunity for Belief. He's doing so well in recent cups and leagues, and I think he will continue to shred through his opponents here. The Ghoul army is nearby. He's going for his own creep and just harass with the DK.
Yeah, because you cannot really creep like this camp, because if you run into that camp, both trappers will ensnare 2 of your ghouls already.
Alright.
So you cannot really creep it.
But inner fire on all the trappers, that is a lot of damage and a lot of sustainability here for the creeps, and that makes it of course a lot harder for Bany to finish this. In the meantime, lots of experience for Belief, and of course an item. This is level 2.5 for the undead, and this is so rare to see an undead outlevel a night elf.
Good stuff happening here so far. Bany now going for another creep spot, is going for the laboratory, as you said it, with the other Ancient of War that is coming from the Goblin Merchant earlier on. And now he will succeed in getting finally the level 3 on his Warden, as well as a great item. Maybe a Mana Stone that could actually drop there, or like Healing Wards would be great. Even the Book of Dead could do some damage to the under player right now. And it is the Book of Dead.
No Dispel until the Destroyers appear, and he uses it immediately, but surrounding himself. Shadow Strike and Fan of Knives being used, killing the first ghoul, but Belief gets the Archer in return. And yeah, I don't know if that was the correct usage here of the Book of the Dead. It feels like
this was actually really strange. This was really strange. Why would you use it right away? There was just a creep check of 3 ghouls and against like 7 archers in total.
I don't really get it either.
Maybe he thought that there's no real good use for that, but I can just see how you go with level 2 Shadow Strike with level 1 Blink inside that gold mine of your opponent and use everything. Whatsoever, he is committing it to do some more creeping with the unit that remain, and he's going for the mercenary camp now, is getting most likely the Berserker there, and I don't know why he has such a high number of archers already on the field, and we see the Mantle of Intelligence for the Warden as well.
Row of the Maggie.
In terms of items, he's definitely having the edge here.
Row of the Maggie it is, +6, so much more mana on the Warden, level 4 already, but yeah, no blink. He has to reskill if he wants to use the Warden to her full potential, or Creeper of course up to level 10 or whatever. Belief playing the standard stuff, playing the Fiends and of course Destroyers later. Maybe even Worms later, it is possible because there's a lot of trees here on Last Refuge.
I guess from the last games I've seen from him, he didn't really use Worms all that much.
No, me neither.
But yeah, I like the Worms. I think it's a great unit.
I think it's kind of... slows you down so much to build the pit plus the boneyard plus the worm. That's, I don't know how long it takes, 2.5 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, you are true. Maybe you need an advantage to actually go
Yeah.
into this first worm to just secure the victory.
Yeah. And I
but
feel
most of the times, if you see 120, he's never behind. He's just like equal chances, and then he goes into first worms and he still wins.
Yeah, but that's because his last hitting is so awesome, his timings are so awesome, that is way above everybody else's. So I feel like a lot of Korean and European undead players, they use the worms as a kind of a Hail Mary attempt to get back into the game, but that's never really working.
Yeah, you're right about that. It's not the case that you come back with worms. It's just like giving you an edge in the fights. But if you are way behind and if your opponent gets a shitload of dreads and archers out on the field, I hope he's really getting the longbow upgrade for the archers as well here. It's really great. It barely costs anything, and I talked to Warcraft Rich, who really likes it. Even though he got like 2 archers remaining, he will always get that upgrade. Because against destroyers, you can focus them down so easily with archers and dryads. And so far he's going for the solo warden, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah, no panda. But, yeah, we'll see how things work out. Lich is the second hero. The adept upgrade for the bears are coming. And so far, a lot of range in that army of Bany. Maybe this is just... okay, he will play it standard. But yeah, this is of course an efficient counter to destroyers already. Item is the Boots of Quill Palace, which is of course shitty for undead because they don't have agility heroes, and the red spot already by the warden. But will he finish it in time? I don't think so. Nope. Here comes Belief, and he has no problems finishing that creep spot. Oh, here we go. Coils getting it, and a Cactus Pipe of Insight. One of the best items that he can ever find, but losing 2 ghouls ritual, trying to deny it. I don't really know if that worked.
What a joke item.
You're running around with that aura all the time, man.
Yeah, and it's helping me shit, but if you had undead heroes, I could actually have done everything. It's pretty strong.
I think you're underestimating your Archmage aura a bit. But yeah, more mana regeneration is of course awesome for the undead, because he relies a lot on new kings, he relies a lot on the healing and regeneration on the statues, and that aura helps a bit. But the warden is not unlucky if you look at her inventory. So it's
the warden is getting closer and closer to level 5. This is kind of dangerous for the undead player, but on the same side, if you only have one hero, there's no hero that can staff out that warden if it gets super dicey. Their healing scroll being popped in the fight is breaking out, he's going for the archers. I think you're gonna take over now.
Yeah, the Nova hits the archers really, really hard, and of course the Orb of Corruption is doing such a great damage, but here's level 5 on the warden, immediately going for that Fan of Knives. Not that efficient against fiends. Nice call saving it. Another last hit on the Giants. They are falling like flies left, right, and center, switching the focus to the warden with another Nova. There is no third hero yet, as I can see. Big heal potion being used. Coil again. Nice burrow, but cancelled with the Fog Lightning. And the Shadow Strike is taking that one as well. Or is it? Yes, it is. Lich being saved in the last couple of seconds. Another Nova to the archers. More experience for the undead here. Level 3 on the Lich already. Nice right clicks, but he lost his entire army here. All the fiends are dead. Now the Destroyer's up in the air, but he has problems keeping his heroes alive. Dicey situation for both players, actually. Now that the magic damage is here and the orb of the Destroyers, he is able to get that one bear out. 39 versus 40 food. This game is still on a knife's edge.
And Neo did it again. The fan of the Fog Lightning from the warden.
Ah, damn it!
Again. We will definitely need the emote for that. We need the Fog of Light emote. It's time for that. It's definitely time. But yeah, you said it. A great fight. Or actually a great fight that we have seen, but not a great fight in particular for any of the players. Both of them lost a huge chunk of their army. We see a Book of Retrain now being bought for the warden. And this kind of tells the story of I blink inside your main base and goodbye to your acolytes right away.
Oh yes, this is gonna be so annoying. There is a staff, and so she can easily escape there. And
Fan of Knives.
Fan of Knives hitting 4 of the acolytes, but none of it has died yet. And of course the tech is already done, so you can easily replenish those. And Believe is doing an awesome job keeping those workers alive.
Yeah, but on the other side, a lot of mining time being stolen. Right now, the units from Bany get caught out of position, and there's a bear being caught by that Nova, and he will be easily focused down. But no mining going on for Belief. If he starts mining again, the Warden is just waiting for the moment to do the Fan of Knives once again. And there she is, going for some more Fan of Knives.
Okay, 2 more Acolytes down, and this really hurt. Oh, just 1. But in the meantime, Lucifer, no, not Lucifer, Belief is going for the main base. Of course, now that the Warden is there, can't really keep that pressure up. Only 1 destroyer up, 43 food for him, and he's out of gold, kinda, and he has to use a lot of gold getting those Acolytes back. So I'm not too sure if that wasn't the move that got Bany back in the game. Low investment, high reward.
Yeah, but on the other side, like 120% of experience points go in favor of the Warden. So killing that Acolyte is not denying mining time and costing him a lot of gold. It's also giving a huge chunk of XP to that Warden. And if this beast hits level 6 anytime soon, we will have that Avatar of Vengeance on the field, and we all know how painful that could be. So let's see if he's able to kill anything. Because sometimes if you go Fan of Knives against Fiends and Statue Regeneration as well as Healing Scrolls, then the Fan of Knives can easily be negated by that. And so that it can happen that you don't do any damage in the fight if you get the right amount of Healing Scrolls and everything. And the Fan of Knives onto the Acolytes in a few seconds. Once again, it's happening.
And the right clicks are coming. Yeah, what can you do against this? Nothing. Maybe
nothing.
A Zeppelin.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, maybe a Zeppelin can help you out, but you need crazy micro for that. And of course it distracts you. He's going for that counter push again with the heal scroll, you mentioned it. Like players like Reprisal and Hawk, they perfected it, I think, playing against those Fan of Knives.
Wow, it's so good.
Apart from that, it's really hard. Great position for all the Dryads here in the army of Bany. Will he take a map from the Undead, or will Belief find a way to get rid of the Warden? Almost level 6. Now that there's an Abomination. But what's it worth? The army of Bany is trapped inside his main base for minutes and minutes and minutes.
I'm a believer. I think he can take this game. Level 5 DK is so strong. I'm not sure if the level 6 Warden will turn this game around, but just by denying him so much mining time, if we could only compare the gold mines right now, I think there's a really good advantage already for the Knight of most likely like maybe 1.5k, 2k advantage already, since a lot of mining time and Acolytes has been killed. I don't know. It's not looking good for him, but I believe.
48 food for Bany, 50 for Belief, but he has problems keeping that Destroyer alive. Has to use a coil for that. The damage output, of course, of the Warden and the Dryads is really high. And he can't push into that base. There's once again this Edge Protector. There's so many Moonwells.
Yeah.
Can't really do it. He has shop control, though.
I'm not sure if he got the Moonwell upgrade, though. It would be a great upgrade in this situation. And he's just sitting there banking on 50 supply, not losing anything, using an Invis potion right now, and we all know where this is going to end. It's going to end in the main base of his opponent, slaying Acolytes once
again. Exactly what Sumgo is showing us here on camera. But I guess Belief knows what's going on. He's kind of retreating here.
I think he needs a Dark Ranger, though.
Dark Ranger for silence? Yeah, possible. Or maybe... okay, Dreadlord doesn't do anything with sleep.
This is so ridiculous.
Here we go again. First one down, second one down. Can he get more follow-ups here? Okay, 2 down. Oh, what a scroll of healing, I believe! Insane item control, and he keeps the Acolytes alive. But was it worth it? It was a nice move, but was it worth it to spend 250 gold on 2 Acolytes?
He didn't use Scroll of Healing.
He did?
No, he didn't.
You sure?
Yeah. He had the regeneration kicking in from that statue and coiling the other one.
But that's not... Really? But that's not enough.
I think he didn't use the healing scroll. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I didn't get hold of that.
he had 2 heal scrolls before, now he's down to 1. So he
Okay, yeah. I guess you're right.
Because the healing of the
if the Warden gets one more acolyte.
Oh yeah, then it's time. Oh, and you can use the avatar at the graveyard because there's so many corpses.
Yeah. This is the joke about it all.
Yeah.
You have to sell the graveyard in order to keep your units alive, but he will still slay them with Fan of Knives.
Yeah. Well, it's such a joke.
So where's Chasey, by the way? You out there, brother?
I didn't see him already. Maybe he's studying or whatever.
He's playing Dota 24/7 right now.
Okay.
And you know, he's in team with Passion.
Yeah,
I'm the player.
I heard that on your cast.
Yeah, he's also heavily invested into Dota.
The betrayals of Warcraft is real, but thank God the Koreans are all coming back.
Yeah, fuck you, Europe. We don't need you anymore. We got Lun Moon. How crazy is that?
Remind.
I'm waiting for the next big tournament where Lun Moon, Sky, Infi, TH, everybody's colliding again.
I'm not so sure that Lun is actually coming back.
I don't have any infos. I will just trust on your gut instinct.
Okay. I think
and we see the dust pop on the shade and the level 6.
Very nice. Here we
go. Players using the brains.
Immediately going for the avatar, I think. Oh no, the army is scaring him away. But yeah, there's of course Blink level 3. Blam, 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 blam. This is ridiculous, but he has a Zeppelin now.
I think you need 2 Banshees inside your main base with upgrades, and then you have to anti-magic shield all your acolytes 24/7.
That is impossible.
That's what you have to do. But it's ridiculous. He's sitting on 50 supply. He banked 1.5k gold in the meantime. Blizzard, please take a look at this game. Something is wrong here.
And of course he has nothing to be scared of, because once the main gold mines are down, he can easily walk over with
he's just going to another gold mine.
Exactly.
Oh, poor Bany. Poor Belief.
Well, maybe he can somehow intercept the Tree of Eternity on his way to the next moon, to the next gold mine.
Yeah, question is, will the cooler nickname win that game? I don't know.
I think, well, here we go for the fight. Nova hits the bears really, really hard. Nice positioning of the destroyers here, going for that one, but I don't think that's the smartest move I've ever seen. Bears are all down now, and he really is going for that hero. There is an Invo Potion left, but that's about it. No healing, and the Moon Wells seem to be dry here as well. Blinking in immediately. No Fan of Knives so far. The Fiends are all alive. Nice usage of Coil here. Level up for the Lich as well. He's taking good care of the Edge Protector. That Fan of Knives hit nothing. Nova again, was there a coil involved? I don't think so. There's still plenty of mana for the Death Knight. I think he used his potion.
He still got the Mana Stone going and the Mana Aura. Look at the mana regeneration with the statue together. It's sick.
Absolutely ridiculous. He can coil whatever the fuck he wants, positioning himself a little more defensive with that DK. But now he's kind of trapped the right clicks from the one, but she has to blink away, sacrificing a unit now to get back on health. Nice coil, saving that destroyer. The A-bomb will go down, so the big meat shield is gone with another Fan of Knives here, and that blinking, absolutely ridiculous, but she has to use all that moon juice one after another to sustain the mana.
Yeah, but he didn't skill the ultimate. He skilled level 3 blink, level 3 Fan of Knives.
No avatar, exactly. Could have been put to good use here with all those corpses. And now the main gold mine is gone for Bany. There's not that much damage here left.
That's good for Belief. Finally, the cost that he paid earlier, where he couldn't mine, is now paying off for him. He's still getting gold out of his gold mine.
Exactly. He has to be a little careful with his Warden, but yeah, blink, 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 blink. But with his DK being so low, blink again! Fan of Knives in the town portal before the projectile hits him. So yeah, you were mentioning this, the gold mine for Belief is still going on. He has like 1.5k still left, you mentioned it.
Yeah, and also you can see the Fan of Knives. Of course, it's a powerful tool to have, but on the other hand, he had healing scroll and he was negating the damage all that time.
Exactly.
Use Death Pact, bro!
Oh, DK, Nova, Invo Potion, can he get the DK out? Blink! Where's the right hit? Where's the shop? Can he get himself out? Holy cow, that save of the DK.
Dude, why didn't he use any Death Pact? He used it earlier. There was a Fiend around that he could actually sacrifice.
Well, he likes to live in danger.
Yeah, he likes living on the edge.
Yeah.
He's sponsored by Red Bull. That dude. But the Warden is going ham here in that game.
I don't think she's that effective anymore, man. The Fiends are kind of like high HP. The Destroyers are, of course, not effective.
Yeah, but look at the DK. He's still on 400.
Yeah, that's the only thing. That's the only thing. And if you can get the DK back up to full HP somehow, then I think you're pretty much safe.
Bany's still mining out of his main gold mine and... not Bany, Belief. And Bany is like, the fuck, you still got gold in there. How's that possible?
Well, it's his own fault. And now with the Zeppelin, it's easy to save the Acolytes.
But still 57 supply here for Bany against 54, and 3 of the Destroyers don't have mana, so Destroyers are kind of cool. Usually you want to have 1 or 2 of them in the air, but if they don't have mana, I don't think the value is all that great from these guys.
That's true. They are kind of like as strong as a Spirit Walker damage-wise. But maybe he can dispel some Roar or Reju or whatever if Bany is stupid enough to use it. He dives in again, getting rid of the ghoul. Oh! Did he just kill? No, I thought he was just killing it. Fan of Knives again, right clicks, blinking out. And this time it's Death Pact. And there's so many bears, man. The Destroyers have to do an awesome job. Lich is in trouble, getting a coil again. The Ward is completely out of the fight at the moment, being so careful with her. Sniping that one bear after another. Another Fan of Knives. Lich is dropping down another coil. And that aura, the Archmage aura, is doing so good for Belief in this fight. Or in this game.
Yeah, I don't want to add anything to that. It's just crazy that the Warden is keeping the game alive.
Dark Ritual on that Fiend, so no piercing damage anymore. Only the Lich has to take care of the Dryads. But the bear count is dropping lower and lower and lower. Oh, what can he do? He has to kill the DK, and then I guess the game is over. But he's losing so many units. DK, there is a town portal. He has to pull it. Oh, that coil long range! Interesting, but didn't kill her. And yeah, all the bears are gone, all the Dryads are gone. He can attack the Tree of Eternity for ages now. And the only thing that keeps Bany in this game is the Warden. And I told you, she's not good for killing undead stuff later in the game.
Yeah, if you only had Shadow Strike, seriously. The Fan of Knife is cool to kill Acolytes, but I don't think that the Fan of Knives... I think he should have rescaled to level 3 Blink as well as level 3 Shadow Strike. It's way more powerful. Now he's even getting the bill for not skilling his ultimate there before, because if he only had that ultimate, it would mean 5 invul units that can easily, with piercing damage, tear down the statues, tear down the Destroyers, and he's just paying the price for not skilling that ultimate right now.
The statues
if he could only kill one more statue, he get that ulti.
The statue is so important for the undead army, and with the ultimate of the Warden, he could have easily taken care of that. Yeah,
Belief is definitely the brain of the operation here. While the other one is basically the muscle. I don't think that the Knife player played this all correct.
No, he was just too reliant on his Warden. And he didn't really notice that she falls off later in the game.
Yeah, this is not like some kind of hero TD where you just control one hero and win that game.
And Belief is still mining, by the way.
I told you I'm a believer.
Down.
It's true. It's true.
Tree of Eternity down, level 6 on the Death Knight. And yeah, it's really only the Warden. Is there another Nova? Is there another Coil? Nah, not at the moment. There's Blink, obviously.
You can never hit her with Coil again. I'm pretty sure on that. Since he can just jump away. And now he's going for the Acolyte kill, the level 6 maybe.
Oh, there you see it. Yeah, of course the right clicks will be enough. Level 7 it will be then. But there's also a level 6 Lich. And he has plenty of mana for Death and Decay.
Well, it's not enough to get that ultimate, actually.
Yeah.
I'm not sad at all. This is not going to be his game anymore. Belief played this out brilliantly. Of course, the items supporting his claim, getting that mana aura, getting 3 Glove of Haste on that Lich. Best items ever. What the fuck?
Will we see the ultimate that we so rarely see in this game? There it is, everybody! Death and Decay taking care of 5 buildings at the time. 4% damage per second.
Nice, Fan of Nice on top of all the statues not doing a single damage to them.
He wants to interrupt this ultimate, but he really can't. So everything goes down for Bany. He put up a long and good fight, but at the end, the undead heroes prevail over a single level 7 Warden.
I really haven't seen Death and Decay in a while. Such a great game, to be honest, even though it's kind of ridiculous.
Yep. It's a great game to start the series.
Definitely. Finally, we see something we rarely see.
Yep.
The Avatar of Vengeance is there.
But I think there are not that many corpses anymore.
No. It's basically over for Mr. Bany. Of course, he's keeping his hopes alive with that Warden still being alive. But for how long can he keep that girl alive in that game here any longer? There are no more Moonwells. No more Jews, no more bears, no more expansions. He is being revealed, so Belief knows about all the buildings here.
Yep, only 4 buildings left for the Night Elf. I don't know if he's trying to go for the main base again, or is he spreading wisps everywhere? I don't know, but he has no gold anymore, only 66, he can't build anything else. And this might be the last fight of the Warden here. Immediately right clicks towards the Dryads. And yeah, the Warden will die sooner than later. Will she be able to get the Lich? I think there's plenty of coils. And that's the GG. First game of this tournament, of this series. Goes to the Undead after 28 minutes.
I told you that Fan of Knife is not that great in the end. And if you have a Panda to support that, you have level 3 Fan of Knives, level 2 Breath of Fire, then everything melts. But the Fan of Knives alone in the fight can easily be like negated by using healing scrolls and the statue heal and all the mana that came from that decay. With the mana stone, with the mana aura, of course, lucky drops for him, but in the end, he just got punished for this. I jump inside your main base and kill all your acolytes 24/7. He got heavily punished for that, and I am glad I was a believer right from the start. And this was just a great game. A great game. Death and Decay, haven't seen it in a long time in a professional game. Glad to be there.
Yep, absolutely true. We're waiting for map number 2 here in this tournament, in this series. Kind of curious what map we'll see. Afterwards, we're going to see the winner bracket final between Lucifer and the winner of this series. And then we'll play the loser's bracket to determine the second player advancing to the quarterfinals. And it's going to be Ancient Isles. So
yeah, we've seen it already in the past, best of 3.
Yeah.
And in that, Lucifer was able to do some comeback. So let's see if also Belief likes to play Ancient Isle against Night Elf. I think it's 50-50, equal chances on that map.
Yeah, it's really...
Not in favor of anyone.
It's a really balanced map in general, I think.
Actually, it's a really bad map for human, but beside that, every other
the expansion is
every other race got like a pretty good stand on that map. By the way, the voices are rising. More and more people are asking me about the Poker Clash.
Oh yeah, Poker Clash.
Yeah, people are really interested in that. Yesterday, I had like at least 5 or 4 people asking me continuously when the next Poker Clash is going to happen. So people are waiting for it.
I'll promise by the end of February we'll have our Poker Champion.
Okay.
Well, to be honest, I wasn't really sick or hurt with my knee.
Yeah, we were practicing.
I was just practicing Pokemon all over. Doing some creep routes.
Drop chances, all in your head.
Everything. I know everything. I got a big folder now, like this big.
Yeah. But there's only one true champion, I've heard. So far.
Yeah, true. The last Poker Clash didn't happen, obviously. And I won the first one. So it's really sad that I didn't record it like before we played. Yes, so
it's
sad.
So sad. The voice that came from you that said, "Dude, there's no chance that you win this edition. I played it a few years ago. This is mine." And then he got annihilated. Completely.
Yep, but we're gonna play Fire Red and Leaf Green again.
Yep.
So I'm feeling confident. Feeling really confident this time.
By the way, what is Remo up to these days? Will he be there for Jero Cup?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I think he had to work past Sunday, or he said it was impossible to cast, whatever that means.
Okay.
Maybe because it was Valentine's Day, he
most likely hangover.
he screwed some girls. I don't know.
Could be okay.
That's very unprofessional of you. Eating.
I'm very sorry about it. I would stop it as soon as it's gone. This is the last piece, by the way.
As soon as it's gone. Alright. What's the chat saying? Ich bin kein Roboter-Tortor. NeoNeo's doing some really great stuff here. Nice stream. Thanks a lot.
So much love. So much love.
460 viewers in the middle of the day. And the game is started on AI. Any questions in the chat left? No.
I'm going to clean my hands really quick.
Okie dokie. Then I'm gonna take over this game. We have the second game of Believe versus Bany. Believe definitely the favorite in this one. He put up a hard fight in map number 1 on Last Refuge, beating a level 7 Warden in the end with a level 6 DK and a level 6 Lich with Death and DK. I think the chances are kinda low that we're gonna see this again on Ancient Isles because it's rather a small map with that big of a creep spots. But an interesting thing you can do here is once you have like your graveyard up, you can build a gargoyle and go to the mercenary camps to creep the red drake. And that provides big experience and a huge item. And the cost of one Garg is not that much. So that's the one special thing here about AI. And I guess for the Night Elf, it's pretty much, it doesn't really matter what map it is. We see Sonic starting this map with a natural expansion creep spot, but Bany sticking to the usual guns and start with the orange one.
Yeah, I think going for that natural expansion and then maybe getting the Boots of Speeds right away or some crazy items, because the drops are kind of ridiculous. It's the same drop that you can get from the Mercenary Camp on yAwS, for example. Boots of Speed, Pen of Energy, Period of Vitality, all this kind of items that you can get there. And the creep spot is not that hard to creep, but the traveling distance from your opponent is a little bit closer. So if he's going for some early creeping, like we have seen Lucifer go for the orange spot himself, I think you can definitely afford going for this kind of more greedy creeping. But yeah, you kind of have to get a read on your opponent. And what I also like from Belief is that he's researching backpack very early, and he's always bringing rods to the fight. And it's just amazing to see.
We have a new subscriber here. It's Blubberbernd. Thank you very much, and you have an awesome nickname, by the way.
Bernd, klasse gemacht. Toll, toll.
So yeah, Town Portal being sold, he has of course the Rod of Necromancy and the Dust of Appearance to unveil the arches. Bany creeping the first Maggie spot, hoping for a Circlet or Claws, obviously. And here we go. It is the Ring of Protection, the crappiest item of the 4. And so the harass of the DK starts right now, not creeping his way up to level 2 as Lucifer did on this map. He wants to be aggressive.
Yeah, he wants to be aggressive right away. He's also having a super fast tech already in his main base. Demon Hunter finally level 2, not using any mana burn, of course, since the DK is level 1 and he only skids the aura. You don't want to waste your mana on that. Since he will not call you for a long time, the ghouls are still doing some work in the main base. Graveyard thrown down super early, but not kind of surprising since he cannot do anything else with his money right now. He's on 20 out of 20 supply, waiting for the second Zaggorat to finish. And yeah, in the meantime, the Night Elf player is killing the skeletons because he doesn't want to lose any Wisp to the Harris, which I can definitely understand.
Yeah, that is correct. Still no experience on the Death Knight. More rods being used, but I think he's not in a position to do anything right here. He has, of course, the Aura first, no experience, no coil to steal anything except with right clicks, which is super duper hard.
Neo, I got some good news for you.
What?
There is a second crypt going down.
Oh boy!
Graveyard.
We see Gargs, everybody!
Could be the story of your life. Finally some Garg play.
I talked about this before. You can, like, use just one gargoyle to creep the merc camps, or the red drakes at the merc camps. But it's also a nice map to play mass gargs on, because with stone form you have plenty of space here to harass and then heal up. So Believe, you're my boy. I was cheering for you in Jera Cup 48, and now again.
Yeah, everybody is turning into a believer right now. And yeah, you said it. It's the same for Secret Valley, for example. The dragon creeps, they give you a sick item, they give you a lot of experience. When you creep both of the dragons, you are actually level 3.5 or something. When you go for the solo experience, you can transition into Frostworms later with the Lich. And yeah, just by using that gargoyles to a full extent and kill all that wisp, it's just a great tool to have. But on the other hand, when you have a laboratory on the map, you can easily get a shredder and you can just hire him, staff him out, and then he's in your main base getting that lumber. And that kind of prevents the whole effect on your wisp harass. You can do this as well, but let's see how the game unfolds. So far, Bany not getting the level 3, but the DK finally hitting level 2 for Belief throughout his creeping with the ghouls in the meantime. Really, really good use there. Not sure if Bany got the Hunter's Hall in time, but he's about to hit tier 2, and we will see what kind of second hero he prefers.
I guess it's pretty much safe to say that it's gonna be a panda. Against a huge amount of
the classic.
Yeah, the classic choice. Ooh, almost a surround. But with boots, of course, it's so hard to pull it off. So yeah, more and more Gargs are coming, and that's going to be the only thing that he will produce. Another attempt, but no. Believes surrounding skills today not on point. On Jera Cups, we have seen he has sick surrounding skills, like 3 in a row, no problem.
Yeah, he's kind of famous for his really good control there. And the Demon Hunter not paying attention for a second. No Staff of Teleportation this time, because he was kind of distracted from the gargoyles inside his main base. But the DK has to let go of the Demon Hunter because he's way too low.
Yeah, you don't want to lose too much HP on your DK, especially if the statues are delayed due to the Garg attack. And there is a second hero already on the battlefield for Bany.
Wow, he grabbed the dragon spot completely with the panda in the meantime, and he's close to level 2, but he's missing the item because it's close to that mercenary camp.
What,
he just on top of it.
He has to know about this. What is he doing?
Sometimes you forget about it.
You forget about the item?
Yeah, I did it myself as well the other day. Because you don't see it. When you don't see it, it's not real.
You play Warcraft for like 8 years, you know if you creep a big spot, there has to be an item.
Yeah, but sometimes you just forget. You're like, the item is gone. Where is it? Okay, it's just gone. I don't care anymore.
Okay.
Maybe the chest should be a little bigger.
Nah, I think it's fine like this. You don't have to be stupid. And it is... oh, nice. Robe of the Maggie and the Claw +6. That's kind of the dream items. And another surround, maybe. I don't think he has the sustainability to keep it close, though. So nice decision by Belief to make it happen. And now 6 Gargs are coming.
But the panda is leveling crazy. The Ancient of War creep on the orange spot in front of his main base also going in favor of the panda. And he's level 2.5 already. Wow. This is some sick leveling. And as soon as this panda hits level 3, he can do some crazy damage to the gargoyles if you don't have the stone form ready, waiting for him.
Exactly. It's also great with the Drunken Haze Breath of Fire combo if you hit it both. But of course, with level 2 Breath of Fire, that is the dream for the Night Elves. Again, it's around, but once again opened up.
Yeah, so far a good game for Mr. Bany. Belief not being that successful with his harass from the gargoyles, not killing all that much there. DK still not level 3. Now going for the archers as well as the dryad. Maybe not sure on his tech. Is he tier 3 yet? I don't think so.
Belief or Bany?
Yeah.
No.
Wow, Breath of Fire misses horribly.
What the hell did he do there? But yeah, a lot of missed chances here on the Garg, so that's actually worth something. And of course the archer is very, very hard to snipe with only piercing damage, but it works in the end, so more experience for the DK. I think he's waiting with his Lich until he gets level 3 with his DK.
Yeah, you just skip your second hero for quite a long time when you play that Garg thing, because you just want to have more Gargs, you want to have the attack upgrades. We can see it already, one attack upgrade for the Gargoyles, and also the fast attack to tier 3. I just checked on that Necropolis, it's actually glowing green. Another coil hits the archer and he's biting the dust. But still, I don't think that he did quite as much damage as you should usually do with that Garcaris.
True. He didn't kill that many wisps, so it didn't cost Bany a lot to replenish those. But yeah, he forced him into the panda. The leveling went quite well, so that's not the big factor. Level 3 now on the DK, 390 mana points. But he needs statues like super soon. Otherwise, in an open fight, this will not work out for him. And maybe even start the transition into either Destroyer or Worms is a must.
Yeah, you need at least one worm to get rid of all the bears. Right now, whenever a unit spawns of the Ancient of Lores or the main base, when a wisp comes out, he just has to chase it down, like, very hard, because now the wisp are being transferred to the top mercenary camp, but there's still a creep alive that is actually hitting it right now. I can only see it from the minimap. But he's transitioning them over to that location, because the underplayer will most likely not look there for the wisp, because he will always try to look for the main bases. Yeah. And yeah, Panda level 3 finally with creeping that goblin merchant there.
We saw a sacrificial pit, so he is getting ready for worms. He knows what he has to do. And the Lich is coming as well. Oh, he's out already. So Stoneform and Ghoul Frenzy coming. So such important items. If you do it well, you can dodge Breath of Fire, Drunken Haze with it. If the ping is good. If your timings are good.
Yeah, it's not about dodging the Breath of Fire. It's more like dispelling the Drunken effect as well as the Afterburn.
Yeah.
And now he finds the item.
Belt of Giant Strength. Nice.
Didn't pick up there.
Would have been neat.
This is the reason why we need a bigger chest.
Yeah.
Told you. And we need this Pulp Fiction animation for it whenever it opens up.
Sure. Yeah, you got some pretty neat advice for the upcoming patch.
For the new patch, absolutely. Yeah. Blizzard, if you're watching.
I thought you got like nice context to what was his name who we met at Gamescom. Mark Ulberts or something?
Yes. The other Mark.
Yeah.
I just call him the other Mark.
Yeah, just text him.
Yeah, but he's not taking care of anything anymore for Warcraft, I guess. He's just the esports coordinator. But he's still a great guy.
Well, then he has to coordinate to
oh, the Demon Hunter out of position. There is no town portal, and
there's no staff! And there's a Nova, and there's a Surround, and that is definitely gonna be the death of the first hero. What a mistake by Bany!
Yeah, and we have seen someone poking with Demon Hunter, losing him, and then we kind of saw a game ending real quick.
Yep. Well, we need a Zeppelin to lose the entire army with, but...
Zeppelin against Garg's great choice.
Well, just to let history repeat here.
Yeah, that would be lovely. The Zepper Garg play that is spotted by the Shade right away. And speaking of Shade, there was already one out on the field, and he's now getting a second one, so I can only assume that Bany already got rid of one.
Possible.
And this kind of tells the whole story of being a smartass and knowing about a sacrificial pit being built and knowing that there might be a Shade on the field. So I really like how people keep track of that, because sometimes you see people not paying attention to it at all, getting creep checked all over the place, and after the game they're like, how the fuck did he know where I was all the time?
Yeah, it's a Shade. It's like an easy assumption, but if you're in the zone, maybe you just don't think about it. And nice catchings here. Oh, awesome Breath of Fire. And Drunken Haze as well. No Stone Form available at the moment. Oh, now it is. Surround, maybe? No, he opens it up again. Heal Scroll being used already. Focus on the Panda is real. There is no staff because the Demon Hunter is not there. There's a coil. And the second hero goes down as well. And that's the GG. And Believe taking the series 2-0. And the second game looked like child's play to him.
Yeah, applause to Mr. Belief. I'm one of your earlier supporters, dude. I know that this picture is also pretty nice from him. It's pretty cool. The picture. So yeah, kind of deserved, well deserved. He played better both of maps. Like in the end, Bany doing some mistakes on map 1, like with the Fan of Knives and trying to kill all the fiends, statues, heal scrolls, no chance. Second game, early game was kind of okay, but then mid game, I felt that the Night of Flare is doing everything right, but this kind of Demon Hunter poke and losing him, not worth it. Definitely not worth it. So, in the end, the true believer won that game. And we will have Belief going up against Free and Lucifer playing against Bany, right?
No, that is absolutely incorrect. We have the winner bracket final of Belief versus Lucifer.
Ah, true.
And Free versus Bany.
Free versus Bany. So, Knight of Mirror and Undead Mirror.
Yeah. Okay. I think they're gonna play the Undead Mirror first. And then
yeah, usually they play this first, because then they determine already who's playing against the winner of the other one.
Yeah, and one player can.
And we have the first winner who already advances, which is great.
That's true. So deciding best of 3 coming up, Lucifer versus Believe and Undead Mirror. I'm looking very much forward to that because it's super rare in today's scene. So we're gonna throw you into a small break again, and then we'll be back. Winner bracket final TWCL number 2, Group C, B, whatever it is.